Hello, welcome back to another video where I explain what I think are some overlooked problems of social anxiety that happen quite frequently. So this video is about being at the library. I know that probably no one has been to a library in a long time, and since my college campus has been closed for basically the last year, I haven't had to face any of these problems for a long time, but they're still really prominent in my memory and I get nervous just thinking about them. So way back when you could go to a library, I would probably spend most of my time there. But there were just some tiny things that would happen where my social anxiety would really kick in. Like on the main floor of the building, there is the entrance going along one side, and then there's like a row of study desks in front of the window. There would be one desk and then a wall separating them, and then another one on the other side. And there was probably a row of maybe 5 or so along the window. And then the entrance and exit was on this side. And everyone seemed to want one of the desks that couldn't be seen by the people walking in and out. And the desk in the very back against the wall was probably the most coveted study seat in the whole building. So what I always did was I would come into the library building and then I would walk along the desk looking for an empty one that was on the side that was facing the wall so that no one could look and see what you were doing. And if I got to the end and they were all taken up, I would just pretend that I wasn't looking for the desk, even though everyone kind of knows that's what you're probably there for. And I would just go up and down the aisles of the bookshelves, just looking at random stuff, pretending that I was browsing, when really I was thinking like, all the good tests are taken, I'm gonna have to sit on one of the other ones that are on the other side, but then I can't make it look like that's what I came there to do. I have to kill some time first. It's kind of like when people are walking down the street and they realize they're going the wrong way, but then you can't just turn around because that would look kind of weird. So you have to stop and look at your phone or look at something on the street and pretend like, oh yeah, that's really interesting. Oh, that reminds me, I should probably be going the other way. And then you would turn around and go back in the direction you wanted to go, but you can't just stop and turn around randomly because that would just seem weird. Or at least that's what we tell ourselves. But I've done that pretending to look up and down the aisles when I accidentally meet someone's eye, or, like I don't find an open desk. It's just like I don't want to seem like that's what I came there to do, even though I don't know why. That would no one care. Another big thing was talking to the library clerk. Like when you check out books, you have a question about something. If I ever did have a question, it would kind of be like every other authority situation where I would just try and figure it out by myself. And as far as checking out books, I would really only like to check out books, they're ebooks that I can get online. Or I would do this thing where I would find a book that I want to read, and then every day during my break time, I would go find that book off the shelf, then sit down with it in one of the chairs of the library, and then just put it back in a kind of weird location so hopefully no one would find it. So I would be able to keep doing that every day until I finished the book. I actually don't think I've ever been able to finish a book that way. Because what usually happens is I get so close to finishing, and then either the library staff finds it and they resort it somewhere else, or someone finds it and checks it out. I guess I could just ask the librarian for help, but that kind of defeats the purpose for me. So those were a couple things about the library that I find really stressful. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been to the library, so I don't really remember absolutely everything, but those are just a couple things that really stuck out to me. Anyway, I hope you like this video, which is just an absolute nightmare with social anxiety. But if you want to see those on Instagram for the next few days,